Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns ready to get this thing started and open the season. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
On the ground, it's Fisher. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Handoff from the gun. At the 45, on its way. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
They'll try the run. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Texas! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after that completion.
42 Spider. 4-2
Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Nothing but green ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He makes the connection. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down now now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Molly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back goes in motion. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Rides to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground. But a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got great speed. Delivers the stiff arm. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Quarterback moving. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Makes the grab. It's Willihan. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw on third down. He wants it all. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you.
He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to...
Makes the grab down the left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. 29-Philly. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on him. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what...
Looking for a deep man. He's got it up to 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Shakes off the defender. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be...
Just steamrolling the defense. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they get him down. Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Oh, those hurt. I mean, you got them backed up. You got them in a 4th down situation. You got the play initially stopped, but playing scrambling quarterbacks, you got to play the 2nd and the 3rd play because they just keep running around, making things happen. And the QB does a great job on 4th down, getting in the end zone, making the big play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, looking to throw. Makes his connection. Quick step and go. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 21, TCU.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the ball.
He's going to fire deep. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Handoff to the single running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The snap sets up the throw. Feeling some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to...
Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Texas 28, TCU 14.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over, 1st and 10.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad.
Afterburners coming. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Looking down the middle. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Working that left side now. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On 2nd down, he'll fire. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, TCU.
And the Listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 8 over Utah State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They want that clock to run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play.